Hi, everybody. It's James, and welcome back to TGWPIS FC. And welcome back to the. I have completely revamped the entire team during the offseason to the point where barely any of the starters are playing anymore. So, transfer special. Let's talk about all the changes I've made. And then we can play Yeovil Town with the new look TGWPIS FC. I also wanted to go over something with you guys quick beforehand. Because, first of all, Panorama National League, we're only slated to make the playoffs. I said that expectation with the board, they expect us to win. So here's something I want to show you guys here and show you why this is crazy. Also, you can kind of see some of the transfers we've done. You can see our net transfer spend. Once again, we're a selling club. But take a look at this. Our salary per annum, 189,000. Filed, who is second place behind us, let's go up 2.5 million. Notts County 3.2, Chesterfield 1.9, Woking 1.3, 1.7 or 1.2, 2.9. Like even like Yeovil is 800,000. Maidenhead, who just got promoted, is right there with us, but they're still more than us. Dagenham and Redbridge, they're still more than us. Crowley. Like, we are by far the lowest salary per annum team. To give you guys an idea of what we're dealing with. Now, let's talk transfers. There's been a lot of ins, a lot of outs. As you can see, a lot of ins, a lot of outs. But we'll start way back at the end of last year when we brought in... I had already changed it. I started last year where we had brought in two guys. Jack Applin, who's a left back that we picked up from Manchester United. He looked pretty solid. We immediately turned around and put him on loan to Chester, and you can see because he's playing games, he's developing. Tackling is good. Marking is good. He's got the attributes to be a left back. We were going to train him to be a wing back. He's currently playing at left back. But I figured since he's 18, get him out, get him developing. Who knows what we can do? He could be another situation like that guy that we bought from Field for like £2,000 and turn around and end up selling him for like 30,000. This could be another one of these situations, but he's already capped. He's a Welsh international, already capped. You know, good to have him. Good to already kind of get something going for him. And then Gareth Jones is an 18-year-old Welsh midfielder from Man City. Just to kind of, he's from the Man City Academy. He could be good. Welsh international, wealth capped at the under 19. Just to kind of have somebody else to kind of create some depth. Now, yeah, the ins are almost equal to the outs. And we'll just kind of go down the list. Archie Marr went to Larne on a free. We weren't going to buy him. Just let him go. Anton Resnick got sold to Middlesbrough under my nose. I was willing to sell him, but the board accepted the first offer they got, which was basically a £100,000 offer. But we got him on a loan back to the end of the season. So he is now, and plus we got a 30% sell-on clause, and he's already worth about £8.6 million. So 30% sell-on clause of Anton Resnick, who we get loaned back, and we're not paying any of his wages for this year. I think that's all right. We can use him to get promoted, and then worry about attacking mid next season. Also, we still have the man, the myth, the legend that is Darlin Casa, who can play in that position too. So Resnick is there. We have him back, loan back. I'm super happy and fine with that. We'll keep it. I wish I could have gotten more money for him, but you want to know what? You take what you can get. And, you know, it's not this sale, but it's hopefully the next sale that will make us a ton of money. Luke Daly, you guys may have known him last year. We picked him up on a free, moved him on. We had a lot of left backs, and then we got rid of some left backs, and now we're back at 3 left backs again. But, you know, They gave me a good offer. I got sell-on clauses on them. Oh, basically, all these guys have like at least a 20 to 30% sell-on fee. So we'll just put that in there right now. Kelvin got a bid from Dunmifflin. He said he was going to get really upset if he wasn't allowed to talk to them and leave. So I said, okay, we'll do that. We'll let you talk to them. He came up with a thing. And so our second highest sister has left for 400,000 going up to 49,000 pounds. Victor Hugo Martinez has gone to Stoke. He wanted to go. I was willing to let him go. We got 30% sell on, and look at his value now. It's valued at 9.2 to 12.5 million pounds. If he sells at the low end of that and we get 20% of it, we're doing all right. So there's that. Ashley Cullen, we sent on loan. There's the center back we got last time. We sent him to York. He's 19, so he's about that level where we're going to need to start to get him some experience. And I kind of shored up this. You'll see what I did at the center back position, my God. But he was a good kind of fill position. I was like, all right, yeah, we'll let him get out there, get some experience, get some playing time. Tungsis Alba. This is the big sale. He wanted to leave. The board basically, like, we got offered 2 offers that we couldn't say no to. One was from Dunmifflin, which is for more. Exandramona came in. We got them we agreed a deal for £375,000, 20% sell-on fee, plus like more incentives down the line. But our star midfielder from last year, the highest assist last year, is now gone. And considering we bought him in on a free and were able to turn him into £375,000, it's not bad business. He told me he wasn't going to sign a new contract. And I went, fine, we'll sell you. And I was shopping him anyways. So another one, the board didn't let me negotiate and like choose the right deal. Because like I was going to get more for him. But, you know, beggars can't be choosers. And it's a lot of money. Eric Soler, our backup keeper, was going to be our backup keeper this year. But we picked up on a free. Is instead gone to Rotherham for $10,000 with a 20% sell on. Once again, it's business. We're just making money, trying to get money in the bank. Puritan Aaron Anderson has gone to Iceland for £50,000, just a straight £50,000 deal. He had kind of fallen out of favor. We had better center backs. I've also revamped the entire center back section, so it was time to let him go. Adam Walters, we picked up from Manchester United last year. We then turned around and sold him to Stevenage for $1,100 with a 30% sell-on fee. Gabriel Hernandez, our left-sided center back, was wonderful for us for 2 years. Got a decent bid from Posh for him, $35,000 with a 30% sell-on fee. You can already see his value has skyrocketed, and we banketed the money. Also looks like he got injured, so good news on us. There's Jack Aplin's confirmation of his loan. And then Robbie Fraser, our other backup left back that we got that was really quick. We sold him on to Lincoln. And you can see now where I was like, oh, we got to find some left backs here. So, yeah, Robbie Fraser, Godspeed to you, man. And that's all the outs. And that has brought us to a total of £650,000 in this year. We so far have spent a total of £0. The first guy in was a new center back, left-footed, 6 foot, basically the replacement for Gabriel Hernandez. Meet the Irish under-21 international Ryan, basically Graham Ryan. And you look at this guy and go, huh, I can kind of see why you brought him in. He is a 20-year-old Irish international, 6 foot tall, left-footed. He's got decent marking, heading, and tackling. He's aggressive and brave. He has good concentrations, decisions, determinations, leadership, off the ball positioning, work rate, and physically a machine. Great balance, good jumping reach, natural fitness, pace, stamina, strength. For a lower league one, and he does not dive into tackles. Or he dives into tackles because he's so brave. He's going to be able to be the aggressive center back. So he is an aggressive, he's the guy who plays on the left side of the center back 3. I'm really excited to have him. He looks awesome. He's on he's on like a 3-year deal. So he is a good start of our center back trio. Here's the confirmation of Resnick being loaned back to us. Next, Another center back. This is Brody Hughes. He is a 6'1" right-footed center back who's not good at heading, marking, or tackling. He has some decent mental attributes, but I got him because if you look at his physicals, my man's a pacey boy. He loves to run. And so what I've done is I've created a center back trio where we have like the two kind of wide center backs. One of them was really tall. But Brody Hughes plays that cover center back position. And he's got 16 acceleration and 16 pace, which means we can be more aggressive with our other two center backs because he is going to have the recovery speed to get back and cover. I don't know many strikers that are 16 acceleration and 16 pace at this level in the National League. And if they are this pace, they don't have the finishing ability, the technicals to catch up with it. So with him, just get it and run with it and defend. That's why he's here. And then is this our... Now we're going to go... Let's find our other boy. This is our Northern Irish and Spanish center back, 6'4". Meet Gillum. You can see why we got him. He is 6'4" with 17 heading and 17 jumping reach. Can you tell who we're targeting on corners? My man is great at that. He's got great determination. He's got 12 in feet kick taking. This guy was like a midfielder, defensive mid center back. And I was like, dude, 6'4"? You don't play DM or midfield at 6'4". With those stats, you play center back. So that's where we're playing him. 18 years old. He's going to be here for a while. He plays on the right side of the three. Now you can kind of see we have like two really good, strong, wide center back and a quick guy in the middle. And then one of them who's really tall. I like what these guys play. I've changed the system up a little bit to accommodate them, but we were starting to get at the quality of center back we want. So just to kind of give you an idea, Graham Ryan is a League 2 level defender, and he is consistent. He has a competitive streak. I kind of like that. He's also not good at passing the ball. That's fine. Brody, once again, he's a speed demon. He's physicals. His defensive attributes aren't the best. He's also played winger for a little bit. I like that. And he can play as a wingback. If we needed to put him there, I think he'd be fine as a wingback. But his Forest Green, once again, I believe he is also, they say he's at a League 1 style, but he's like a League 1 style fullback. And then Grilla, you can see here, resolute. He's a Sky Bet League 2 defender. Just looks like he could do a great job for us. Now, I revamped some of the strikers a little bit. Everybody, meet Jesus Rendano, a Spanish striker who's released and has been without a club for a year, for almost like 8 months. A Spanish and English striker. He played for Real Madrid. And you can see why we got him, right? He's a 6'4" advanced forward with great physicals, the holy trinity of 14-14, so heading, passing, who's decent in vision and work rate, and oh my god, he has 12 penalties. The man can take a penalty. Composure, decision, determination, flair, runs the ball through the center. This guy is a number 9. He plays with number 11, but he is a number 9. I love everything about him. He kind of like came up, and I was like, okay, I'll get him because Kelvin left, and we could play kind of him and Talaj. And by the way, Talaj is still as a squad player. He doesn't expect to be a first teamer, where this guy expects to be a regular starter. And I think a 19-year-old at this kind of level, you kind of need to have a good striker. Now, we have his... Let's find his... This is his strike partner, and probably the more exciting of the two striker. This is Elias Cantaro, and he is a natural deep line forward. Either-footed, 6'2", naturally fit, can jump, decisions, determination, flair, off-the-ball, teamwork, vision, technique, and passing. He's got a long shot on him at 16, 13 free kicks. He also has the Holy Trinity. It's not the love. We're finding guys for the positions we like. He can also drop back in the attacking mid if we need to use him. which I think he would be deadly in also because he has the long shots, the technique stuff. He's probably a better attacking mid than a deep line forward, but he can play a deep line forward as well as anybody else. So that's where he's going to sit. He's also got a resolute personality. We've got our 2 strikers for sure. Elliot Thrope is come in as a Welsh under 21 international who originally came through the Tottenham Academy, left for Luton on a free, played for Rotherham for a few years, and actually was on loan in League 2 with Morecambe from Posh last year, who released him, and we picked him up on a free. He played at a league above us, made 32 appearances. He's here as a fringe player. He's here to just kind of fill a role. If we need him, he can play as an attacking mid or a midfielder. He's just kind of there to be that. I'm not saying he's the best signing, but he is a signing, and he's decent enough for this position. So he gets forward, knocks the ball past opponents. He's got some good traits. He's 25, so he adds a little bit more experience into this team. Next, Ico Nunez. He is a Spanish-Scottish, I know, weird nationality. This is what happens when you comb through a database as long as I have. Central midfielder. This is the advanced playmaker. This is the guy who's going to be taking over for Alba. Now, he's not as much of a pinger of a pass as Alba was, or as Chalmers for that matter, but he's more physically good. He's got better mentals, and he actually can finish and has a long shot and a pass on him. So I think as our playmaker type player, he's good. He does what he's going to do. He's going to do it well. He's got good physicals. He avoids using his weaker foot. He kind of is an all-round good midfielder. His other midfield partner playing as the box-to-box role, though I may switch him up to be a ball-winning midfielder, this is Giuseppe Olivieri. Decent physicals. Everything's in the yellow. Aggression is high. Determination, teamwork, work rate, technique. Well, some okay technicals, except bang, 16 passing. This man can pin a pass. Obviously, if we were playing with a deep line playmaker, I would do him as a deep line playmaker, but gets forward whenever possible, does not dive into tackles, makes me want to either play him as a ball winner or, let's be honest, a box-to-box. Yes, his finishing lets him down a little bit, but the box-to-box with that passing and the fact that he's got an engine on him and he wants to get forward whenever possible, that's why we got him. He was formerly of Juventus, so Italian, English, no caps. A guy who falls through the system, but a guy I think we can absolutely use. And a kind of solid entrance in that midfield. We've already gone through Elias. We've already talked about Gilram. Josh Edwards is a left wing back that we picked up to be a rotational option for Michael Marseille. He's consistent, has good stamina and natural fitness, and he can play down the left-hand side. Finding wing backs at this level is not the easiest thing to do, and so a guy who's done it. He's 26 years old. He played over 150 times for Dunfermline in their various. I think they've bounced up and down from the Scottish leagues. Yep. Bounced up and down and was actually in the Premiership last year. You know what? More power to have him here. Matthew Hudson is a backup goalkeeper. That's all he is. He's a 28-year-old backup goalkeeper. That's why we got him. He played for Harrogate for a number of seasons. Most notably, he started for them when he was up in League 2. Played with them in the National League last year, was their National League starting keeper. And so we have him as a backup. The guy's a proven National League keeper. Conceded less than a goal per appearance and had 10 clean sheets. Have him as your backup is not a bad thing. Matthew Willingham is a guy on loan from West Brom. You can see why we have him. He's just another option at wingback. That's all it. And also, he's free. If you look at our contract offer with him, we're not paying any of his wages, which is important. It's a wingback we have for free, so why not get him? And then a guy who we're not going to see, sadly, on this episode today because he has an interesting start to his career. This is Ryan Summerkill. He was out of contract with Barnsley, he's been in their youth system coming up. He finally gets one start for them, concedes a goal, and for whatever reason had got a red card and had a 2-match ban. What did this guy do? We picked him up because why wouldn't we? And he may take over for Jacobo because Jacobo he's developing, but there are people who are knocking down the door for his signature. So mainly Torreya's in Ligue 2. So we may have to concede to the fact that we're losing him. But we've got a good starter. And so this is how the team lines up. Martinez, Gillum, Hughes, Ryan, Marcarse, McSweeney, Olivieri, Nunez, Resnick, Ronaldo, Rendino, and Centrano. And if you notice, we now have wide center backs on support. Now, with the difference between on defend, they cross them deep, hold position, and stay wider, which means they're going to hold their position back here. Wide center backs on support, just stay wide. They will make overlapping or underlapping runs with the fullbacks. And once again, because we have Hughes here who has the speed to play as a center back on cover, I think I feel comfortable enough to do that. Now, if the ultimate goal is he's not the best passer of the ball. If he was, I would be playing him as a ball-playing defender. Because he isn't, that's how it is. And you can kind of see how everything else goes. Our bench is really interesting as well. Bobby O'Donnell's still here. Harry Wild, back on loan for another season, still here. Darlin Casa starts on the bench, though. If Olivieri or Nunez struggle, you could definitely see him stepping in. Or Resnick gets called back early. Tolaj is the backup striker. I mean, you kind of have to keep a guy who scored how many goals for us last season? 27 goals. And 6 assists in 38 appearances. I think he still shows the squad. Yep, and he wants to be a squad player. Yeah, absolutely love that. And then our bench, our reserves. We don't have a huge amount of reserves. Ian McQueen is still here. He's being looked at by a lot of people. We may put him out on loan, but people want to buy him. Shrewsbury and Doncaster specifically. Chris Giles is being looked at as well. We are actively shopping him. And Sonny Crane, we may look to loan him out as well. So still a lot of movement that can happen, but all in all, I am happy with the team. Use tighter marking. I don't want to do any of that. This is good. So obviously this is how we line up. We've already talked about how the team looks. I think I'm going to pull Bobby O'Donnell in lieu of having a right back on, or a left back on the bench, and I'll put Edwards on the bench as well. Yeah. So there we go. We've got Kim, Edwards, O'Donnell, Casa, and Tolaj on the bench. This is our starting one. McCarthy has dropped down, but I don't think that's the case. I think he's still a great player. We play Yeovil. This is the opening match of the season, plus this is the opening match in the new stadium. That's right. We are now playing in TGWPIS Park, or TGWPIS FC Stadium. Naming rights are available if you guys want to name it in the comments. Please let me know. We'll choose the best one, and we'll go from there. That's right. I'm asking you to make comments. That's a scary thing. Ah, yes, it looks a lot like the last one, except people can stand all around there. All right, so come on, the boys. It's now time. We're playing Yeovil, who are expected to go down this year. But it's a good start from us. We look like we're a strong side. I'd like to have a win in our new stadium as Resnick sends the ball in. And Elias Cantano, the deep line forward, making his presence known in the 5th minute, and he is the one who will go down in the record books of scoring the first goal ever in TGWPIS FC Stadium. In the TGWPIS FC Stadium. A beautiful crossed ball for a header. Of course, it would be, we talk about McCarthy saying, like, oh, yeah, people were razzing him down. Oh, penalty given. As immediately 10 minutes in, we are already on the spot again. Who is going to take it? It is Rendano. As he steps up and slots it underneath the keeper. So immediately, our two new signings, our 2 new strikers have gotten on the score sheet. One from a header from a set piece, the other one from the penalty spot. And we are now 2-0 to the good in the first 10 minutes, and off and flying. McSweeney to Resnick to Olivieri to McSweeney. Ball in. Centrano heads it down. Resnick is there. It's 3. We are running rampant. A 4-minute double. I think it's almost like a 5-minute triple. Just absolute scenes here. McSweeney, beautiful ball in. Centrano's there. Resnick bangs it. And you love to see it. And the best part is now we have an extra man being involved in the attacks because these wide center backs are actually getting forward to help with the over and underlaps. Resnick goes in there. Hughes finds it. Gets his boot on it, but can't steer it into the goal. He won't mind it too much. He's a center back. Ball in here. Gillum against it. Ellis Centrano sends it. Gets sent into the mixer. Falls to him. And he clinically finishes it off. And oh boy, you have to be worried. Off the post, Centrano gets it there. You'd have to think, if we're looking this good, granted, this is the team that's supposed to go down, but this is also a team that's got like a £1 million wage week. So if we can look at that here, everybody has to take notice. This team is on freaking fire right now. Centrano is on a brace. Resnick and Jesus have both scored. Resnick now is Rendano gets his brace now. Now he's got, once again, we got strikers who are tall, who can head the ball. And you can see strikers' instincts there, heads it on goal. Beautiful set piece in there. He's on a brace. 5-0 TGWPIS FC. And we have not taken our foot off the gas. Nunez. Rendano. Can he find the ball across? Finds McCarse. And the wingback hits the post. Everybody is involved now today. You got a feeling that the midfield's being bypassed a little bit, but that's just because it's been a wingback and striker show. And it has been all about the front three. This team is going to be a monster. And I'm going to love every minute of it this year. We've asked the board about going professional. They don't want to do it. McCarse, Rendano, Nunez, collects it, Olivieri to Hughes. Goes back here to Martinez. Ball comes back forward here. Headed down. McCarse wins the header. Olivieri gets through. Oh, he hits the post. Panic stations at the back. And that's halftime. 58% of the possession. 26 shots. 16 on target. 91% pass completion. They've won 14 out of 15 tackles. Maybe that's because we haven't had to win tackles. I'm very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up. I mean, what is there to say? Just go after these guys. Their back line is out of having huge problems. Resnick, Rendano. Oh, Gillum finds the flick on in the back post after Rendano flicks it down from the header. We will see it better here from the sideline view. Resnick, ball in here. Rendano flicks it down. And Gillum beautifully slotted home the center back. Now on his first goal of the season. It's 6. And TGWPIS FC is absolutely flying. And the best part is, this is the first game of the season, so look at the fitness levels. I don't really have to worry about rotation here. Though we will think about making a change at our normal 65th minute. Goloy, Sagif, Goloy, Bennett's, Resnick. Oh, great pick out here. Rendon will pick it up, finds McCarse. Hold up play is good. Here's Nunez to Ryan, to Hughes, to Gillum. Now look, because he's the subordinate center back, he gets further forward than usual. Nunez to Rennes. Oh, Resnick's in here. He gets his second. It's 7 now. And It is now a rout. Well, it was a rout before, but now it's just horrible. And look at that interplay between everybody. Quick knocks around, ball gets in, scores. 2 forwards on a 10. The front 3 are all on braces. Smith sends it deep. Hughes wins the header. Centrano finds McSweeney. He's got plenty of room to run down here this right-hand side. Here comes the cross from the byline. It's cleared. Only as fine as Saidi. He tries to cross it in here. Nunez cuts it out, though. He finds Rendano. Out here to Macarse. People lining up in the box here. It goes deep. Again, Bogolin is there. Now he drives it forward. Finds Olivieri to Resnick. To Rendano. Jesus Rendano. His 3rd of the season. And that's the hat trick. On his debut. Beautifully worked here. Gullum comes in for Olivieri. Finds it. Nunez. Resnick. Rendano hold held his run perfectly. And it's 8. Preseason went well. It did not go this well. Oh, that run is perfectly timed by him. And slotted home. And kickoff. I have to feel bad that, like, the 2 people who are on, like, Ryan's and the goalkeeper on the lowest things. Oh, that is a beautiful ball. Oh, Rendano. Absolute scenes. And then Olivieri comes back here and makes the sliding challenge. We have to make a change. Brody on a yellow card. That's fine. We've got Bobby O'Donnell to come right on in for him. Nunez is playing a little slow, but we'll bring on Casa for him. And then here's the thing is Rendano has his hat trick. He's tiring a little bit, so let's bring on Tolaj. You could play as that advanced forward just as well. It's good to be able to go to your bench and be like, yes, I will bring on Tolaj, who scored 27 goals for us last year. 27 goal scorer on the bench. Resnick, ball in. Gullum, ball's cleared, but Resnick is on it again. Everybody's still there. Gullum at the back post. Casa gets it cleared, but it's finds Ryan. Macarse, he's going to get the cross in from the byline here. Centrano is there, and he just misses it. Gone for his hat trick. Casa heads it down. Tolaj, Casa, Centrano. Hold the play is good. Casa's there. Finds Tolaj, who runs through, and there's Tolaj getting his goal. It's not his 4th of the season, unless you count preseason, then it is his 4th. But now Tolaj is in there, and the sub coming in, reminding me, hey, I'm still here, boss. I can still play. Beautifully worked ball on his weaker foot, slots it in. This team is playing out of its freaking mind. Is that Casa and Casa comes in. So the 2 substitutes coming in. Casa coming in with the assist. Tolaj with a beautiful goal. Kickoff. And here we go again. As these guys, Yeovil have to be in a state of shock. Whatever they have wasn't working. Olivieri picks up Casa, Resnick, Tolaj, Centrano, finds Macarse. And we're bombing forward again. Ball in, Tolaj, back post, Casa. Darling Casa, of course, he's there to score his goal. His 1st of the season. Tolaj assists him too. It is now 10. Do I need to, is there any words that I can explain anymore to this? The A-team said it right. I love it when a good plan comes together. And obviously it's the first game of the season. But remember, this is the new stadium. This is the first time in the National League. This is our first time in the new stadium. And now we're putting this onto people. We're putting this onto the guys. We're throwing up this many goals. 10 in the first one. People are going to be in there and be like, we went to TGWPIS FC when they opened up the new stadium. And they put 10 past Yeovil. And in the absolute scenes there, this place, the roof has to have come off this place at this point. McSweeney finds Resnick. Out here to McSweeney. Cross comes in, back post, Tolaj. He's on a brace now. I'm just going to let him play. I mean, I don't need to do anything. The system works. I know we were worried about the wobble, but when you get quality players... And the funny part is, 3 of these goals 3 of the 11 now are scored by guys who played last year for us. And at least 2, no, not even 3, 5 of the goals are scored by guys who played for us for last year. And 4 of those assists were done by guys from us in last year. So, Bennett's is here. Drives in on goal. Ball in. O'Donnell clears it. Resnick finds Casa. Beautiful flick on to Tolaj. Can't get it to Centrano. Oh, that's a foul. Is Resnick getting yellow? Straight red. Okay. I mean, I've already made 3 subs, so we'll just play like this, I guess. Kind of silly to get a red card as your last act, but you still have a 10.0. That's how the game ends. Player of the match is Resnick, even though he gets a red. Looks like Costa's playing as the attacking mid next game, and just the absolute scenes we just saw. We have a goal difference of an 11. Vanderham National League humiliation for Yeovil. Do we have a Debbie Downer in this? So proud, absolutely decided. Jesus Rendon caught the... Yeah, certainly FC would have the Jesus Rondo's debut. You would have thought, happy to see Rondon FC shirt. Rondon alongside different teammates. I would have liked to see him run different teammates. Why? Able to watch players like Resnick. I love this job. Who the hell is this guy? Jake Glover. I guess he's like a media guy. Terry Skircia. I love Resnick. Imagine being a place for Resnick. Well, he's not a player anymore. I've seen Resnick play better. How silly of that is all that. Well, mainly positive from the social medias. No hashtag chuffs, which I'm not happy about. Rendon scores a breakthrough. Resnick dismissed for bad tackler. Justified. Don't appeal. Resnick dominated. Hey, you got kicked off, and I'm pleased with the fact you had 2 goals and 2 assists. Hey, guys. It's absolutely wonderful. That was a great win for us. Well done. Schedule, was this the first game in October? It was, which means we can take a quick little look here and see. 11,000 was the take. Match day income, besides from gate receipts, 3,000. Corporate facilities, that's good. Home games means we actually... So we play half of our home games, and I don't know what our take will be for those, but if you look, our home games outweigh our expenses, which is good because we also ran a negative last month. But hey, good times. When do we want to come back? FA Cup 4th qualifying round will be good. It's still too early on because of how crazy it is. Boston United are 2nd. We really don't need to see them. We played them a lot last year. I don't know if we'll play the qualifying round. We'll see. We have Torque is a televised game. We're actually playing on the telly for some people. I really think we don't need to see the 3rd qualifying round game. Or the 4th qualifying round. Probably the 1st round would be the good time to come into it. By the way, we have a 4,000... I should talk about the stadium right a bit before we roll out of here. Facilities. It's in Corby. No understyle heat, no heating. Corby, its matches is played by us, this, and this. But the nice thing about it is that it seats 4,000, which I believe will let us take it. Damn. Minimum stadium capacity is 5,000. So they're going to have to expand it once we get up into League 2. But I think then we can have it this size up into the championship. Yeah. Which I don't think we're going to be in anytime soon. But it just goes to show you that's it. So rough time will be back, I would think, around this period. because I'll play through these games, figure out where the league table kind of shuffles out, play the 4th qualifying round game. It's probably going to be against a side 2 or 3 steps below us. And then we'll go for that. By the way, I want you guys to look very carefully at this. There's an Easter egg in this screen right here. If you can see it, let me know. So until then, I've been James. You've been you. This has been TGWPIS FC. It's not how good you are. It's how good you want to be. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.